Hello, everybody. So, I've been getting a nudge to make a video using these cards that I created. They are what I call inner union cards. So, there's 44 of them, and they all say something very different. They are uniquely guided, I guess, designed to be supportive, to help, to remind, to help anchor in the lessons that someone learns on the journey towards inner union. And when I say inner union, primarily it's the merging of the divine masculine and divine feminine within your own body. If you are, or if you resonate with the term twin flame journey, then you will potentially have an understanding of what I mean by inner union, as that is the purpose of the journey, to come to a place of inner union. So these cards here, 44 of them, I'll be doing different, little readings, little pullings, I guess, to kind of like pick a card for the day, or whichever day I feel called to do one of these. So I hope that you guys are doing well today. It's really, really hot where I am. I mean, baking. It is baking. But nevertheless, let's pick a card. Okay. The sacred no. Okay. The sacred no. Reclaiming sovereignty through boundaries. On each of these cards, I have a title, a description, and then I also have a small little affirmation. So the affirmation is, my no is an act of radical self-love. My no is an act of radical self-love. And, what's coming up is, it is so sacred, it is so important for an individual to come to a place where they are able to be sovereign, right? Where they are able to see themselves as a divine being, where they are able to kind of allow some of the programming to sort of dissolve, so that they can kind of come into a place of co-creation with the universe. And if you resonate with that journey, if you resonate with that concept, then you will likely have come to terms with, I need to have stronger boundaries. I need to be able to say no, and I need to be able to stand firm in that. And when I say no, it means no. It means I am not doing something. Even if I'm not doing anything, I'm not doing that. And I stand in my right to do that, to say that, to be that. I don't need to put myself in any position, any room, any environment where I know my soul is telling me it is not for my greatest good. It's not for my highest good. It's not going to benefit me, especially when you're intuitive and you are hearing and knowing that you don't need to be doing something, right? Also, there's that next level, right? There's that next level of something is not necessarily bad for me, but I still need to say no to it. That is such a push and upgrade of your intuitive abilities, I think, because being able to say no, even when something is not bad, that's you being able to discern whether something is good for you or best for you. That's when you're able to really tune in with the energy of the universe, I believe. Because I think it's rather simple to say, oh, I know if something's good for me or bad for me, but it's wisdom that teaches you how to discern if something is good for you or best for you, based on your goals, based on your soul journey, based on your purpose in this life, your mission work, I believe that you need intuition in order to discern how to manage that process. So the sacred no, so important on this journey. And in order to get to a place where we are able to discern what is good between what is best for us, we need to be able to be within ourselves, right? Inside of our multidimensional heart space, inside of our spirit, in tune and in alignment with our soul. And how do we do that? Well, we do that by separating ourselves. And when I say separation, we know separation is not real. It's a social construct that's been programmed into our psyche here on this earth plane. But when I say separation, I mean, you are so much in your divine self. You are spending so much time in your divine essence that you are able to be in a place where you can separate your soul, your spirit, from the egoic mind, from the, whatever other containers you might have that you can identify with on this earth plane. And a lot falls into your egoic mind. That could be your inner child. It could be, how you identify as a female, for example, or whatever kind of falls into that realm. That is the separation that I'm speaking of. And not that they are bad. They obviously serve a purpose, but they are not going to help you to discern what is best for yourself when you are inside of that container. So it is increasingly helpful for people to develop a practice that allows them to separate themselves so that they can discern better, and then they'll be able to identify what is good versus what is best. And then that sacred no is upgraded. It's upgraded from a no to a sacred no. It's no, I'm not attending that because I have a mission to adhere to. No, I'm not going to allow this person to pull me into a cycle of codependency because I have learned to love myself. I've learned to choose myself. I don't need to be chosen by all these other people in order for me to feel fulfilled. So therefore, I'm not pulled energetically, magnetically to the things that are not aligned for my highest good. You see what I mean? Anyway, if you guys are interested in talking further about something that might be on your mind, something that might be on your heart, follow the link below. You can book me if you'd like. If not, you can send me a message. If not, you can comment. My whole purpose is to create community, to certainly talk more about inner union, and to be more vulnerable about myself as well, because this is a journey that I'm currently on, this inner union journey, which is a journey of intensity. It is it was I mean, for lack of a better phrase, it was pretty awful getting here. But when you're here, it's like, oh my gosh, it was totally worth it. So, and then when you're here, it's not like you stay on this frequency and it's just like doo-doo-doo-doo. I mean, yes, but also there are waves of things that occur that you are able to maneuver through more fluidly, more divinely. And so I'm grateful. Anyway, would love to keep talking about it, but I hope you guys enjoy this video and stay tuned so we can, see what other inner union cards come up. There's quite a few. There are some really, really, really valuable concepts here, and I'm happy to talk more about them. Happy Saturday.